Hello and welcome to Ouya Classics. In this installment, the game is Boost², or maybe it's Boost². I'm not really sure due to the way the title is written. This is not a game that's exclusive to the Ouya, but I think it's definitely better on Ouya because of the Ouya controls. Boost² is an endless runner game, and it's a whole lot of fun. This is definitely a game that I think every Ouya owner should have on their system at all times. The game is free, but you can pay for additional modes if you want. The default mode that I'm showing here is the endless mode, and it plays just pretty much like all other endless runner games, where you simply keep playing until you die. But what makes Boost² different from most other endless runner games is that you don't die when you instantly hit an object. So I hit an object there, and notice I get to continue playing, and the reason for that was because I hit a speed boost. And the speed boosts make you go faster, it's more exhilarating, and they also make sure that if you hit an object, you won't die immediately. If you're traveling at your normal speed and you hit an object, then you will die, so you have to sort of balance between, going fast, ranking up your points faster, or simply going at the default speed, but risking death if you hit something. It's much harder to hit things, or it's much harder to avoid hitting things when you're traveling much quicker. So, it's a sort of trade-off. The game is absolutely amazing. It runs so silky smooth with such great visuals and vibrant colors on an HD TV. This is definitely, one of the Ouya's more impressive looking games, even though it's kind of a simple premise. The game has a really energetic soundtrack, even though it's really only just a single song. The song that does play is one that you will, really start getting into, and it's something that fits the game very, very well. Now, as mentioned before, the game benefits from the Ouya controller, and what I mean by that is that you have several means of control. You can use the left analog stick to move around if you want, or you can use the right analog stick to move around and totally disregard the left analog stick. Or you can use the two bumper buttons and completely avoid using the analog sticks altogether. The game has a lot of flexibility in that regard, but no matter what controller you use, this is a really excellent controlling game and is a whole lot of fun to play this. Boost² is a great game to mellow out to if you had a stressful day, or it's a game that you can play, if you've got a few minutes downtime. It's not something that, really requires a whole lot of skill to play, but it's not something that, you can breeze through either. This is something that I enjoy playing every now and then, and it's something that I think, again, every Ouya owner should have on their system at all times. The game has somewhat like of a Zen trance-like, it kind of puts you in this Zen trance-like state, where you just get in sync with the game, and you just start to forget everything else that's going around. And even when you lose, you still want to continue playing it, because you want to try and best your score. And I've got almost 5,000 points before, but I've never been able to get more than that, or maybe it's 50,000. I don't know, something like that. But anyway, the point is not to just beat yourself, it's simply to really just zone out and have a great time playing a game. It's yet another example of a game that's on Ouya that you don't really need to have any knowledge of how to play it in order to play it immediately. It's just a pick up and play game. It's not something that you really have to, know any controls, learn play mechanics or anything, has any tutorials or anything. You just start playing and you figure things out as you play. And I think that's a lost art in today's video game medium, where so many games have in-game tutorials and all this stuff to teach players what all the buttons do, and this game is just like, hey, figure it out for yourself, So, and I really appreciate that. So the game is free, but you can pay for various other modes, such as a survival mode, and I think it's like a time trial mode. And, you know, those modes are not very expensive, so if you like the game and you want to pretty much donate to the author, you can do that. But, you know, you don't have to. This game is free, and it's so good. It's not even a big file either, so it's not going to take up much space on even just the 8 gig Ouya. So, you know, I really do recommend this game. Yeah, you might think that this game will get boring after a while because you're pretty much just doing the same thing. You're going around the cylinder tunnel and avoiding, you know, cubes and cylinders and rectangles. And that's, you know, pretty much all you do, and you go over boost marks. But this game is so much fun to actually play. You know, any enjoyment that you might get from watching this video, you get so much more enjoyment for actually playing it. This is something, again, that I just really enjoy. And I think if you give it a shot, you'll enjoy it too. You know, games like this are what I like to see on the Ouya most of all, because they're games that you wouldn't see on other platforms. You wouldn't see this on, like, the Xbox One, or you wouldn't see this on the PS4, or even the Wii U. It's a type of, you know, indie, experimental, retro throwback thing, and it's so much fun to play, you know, and that's really all that matters when it comes to video games, is how much fun they are. You know, at this point, I'm kind of panicking because, you know, the game is getting more and more difficult as I keep playing, and, you know, I'm like, oh crap. But, you know, like I said before, the game is a whole lot of fun, so if you like what you're seeing, you know, definitely check it out, because this is something, you know, I wouldn't say that this game necessarily is something that's worth buying an Ouya for, but, you know, if you're considering buying an Ouya for other reasons, you know, chalk this one up there as well, because it's definitely one of the better Ouya games, even though it's not an Ouya exclusive. I've seen other types of these games on the Ouya as well, but none of them really stand up to this one in terms of overall quality. And this is the part where the game gets crazy. Yep. Well, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions about this game, feel free to leave those in the comment section down below. Also, be sure to hit the like button, because hitting the like button helps support my channel, lets me know that you guys want to see more videos like this. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching and take care.